Which page is it, dear devotees?
88, Mataji.
The official page paper. All right, 88. Thank you. Thank you, Prabhu. And so where were we last time?
We
What was
read about Kuragrama and Vrindavana.
okay. Yes, Prabhu. Thank you. Vrindavan. Shri Vrindavan. That's not a place. So, did we read the Shri Vrindavan?
Yes, Mataji.
And now, Shri Govinda Deva and his worship. Radha Govinda. Did we do this too? Sounds like that.
No, Mataji.
No?
I don't remember.
Why did I post Radha Govinda's pictures last time then? No problem. We'll go ahead. Yes, please. So
Yeah,
somebody
you
can.
post.
Yeah. Somebody can start reading, please. Shri Govinda Deva and his worship.
Hare Krishna.
Hare.
Shri Govinda Dev and his worship. Vrajendra's son himself, in the form of the deity, Shri Govinda Dev performed his pastimes in various ways according to his own desires. Worldly persons see him as an idol, but his devotees see him as Govinda himself. Although as a deity, he has accepted silence, he nevertheless bestows waves of transcendental mellows upon his associates. In Vrindavan, he enjoys himself with his beloved gopis within the karnika of an 8-petaled lotus. Karnika means...
Dear devotees, when we have darshan of the Lord, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakura says, when we go in front of the Lord, not that we see him, but he sees us. So we want to go stand before him so he can cast the cooling glance on us. Not so much that we see him and decide how he looks, but more so that he can cast his cooling glance upon us, because he bestows waves of transcendental mellows upon the devotees, though he stands quietly. So next time we have a darshan of the deity, then it's more for his cooling glance to fall upon us. And the other thing is, instead of registering some images of this world, some image, something, some person, or whatever images of this world, we want the image of the Lord, transcendental image of the Lord, to be registered in our consciousness, in our mind. That is from our side. And from his side, he casts cooling glance. Yeah? Yes, please. Yes, Mataji, please continue.
In Vrindavan, he enjoys himself with his beloved gopis within the karnika of 8-petaled lotus. Karnika means the seed pod of the lotus. In Atharvaveda, Gopal Tapani, Govinda is described. The dark complexioned, yellow robed, 2-armed Govinda Dev. His head adorned with a peacock comb, holds a flute and stick in his hands. He is nirguna without material attributes, but simultaneously saguna endowed with transcendental attributes. He is nirakar without material form, but simultaneously sakara, possessing a spiritual form of eternity, bliss, and knowledge. He is niriha without material activity, but simultaneously sacheshta, engaged in transcendental pastime. In Gokula, within Mathura Mandala, is Vrindavan, where Govinda stands in the center of 1,000-petaled lotus, which has 16 clustered petals around him, with 8 clustered Kesara pollen tube. On either side stands Radha and Chandravali. The Sambodhana Tantra Vakya states, I eternally bow to the feet of Srimati Radharani, the goddess of the Yoga Pitha, who with her wonderful gestures and postures stands alongside Govinda. The Yoga Pitha in Vrindavan is supremely wonderful. Govinda's beauty is astonishing at this place.
Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hari Hari. The Yoga Pita in Vrindavana. This is the altar upon which the deities give darshan. Yoga Pita in Vrindavana. Yeah. Altar in the temple room, altar in the heart, Yoga Pita in Vrindavana. Yeah. Yes, please, somebody else continue in the Padma Purana.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hari Hari.
In the Padma Purana, Vrindavana Mahatmya, Parvati asks Lord Shiva, O ocean of mercy, please describe the extraordinary nectarian beauty of Govinda. I want to hear of it. Lord Mahadeva answers, there is a place in the center of Vrindavana which is decorated.
Okay, what is being described? What is being described now?
Beauty of Govinda Mataji.
Extraordinary nectarian beauty of Govinda. Mahadeva is now describing, and we are also hearing. Yeah? Yes, please go ahead now.
There is a place in the center of Vrindavana which is decorated with Mandara trees.
Mandara trees.
Mandara trees. The branches and leaves of those trees cover 1 yojana. This place is the abode of happiness. Bumblebees hum there, being maddened by the sweet scent of the flowers. The eternal place of Govinda is that Siddhapriha, which is covered by 7 wheels. It is glorified eternally by the Shruti.
So far, Mandaras.
Mandaras.
Right, Mandara
and the
trees.
sweet scent of those flowers.
Yeah, the branches and leaves are so big and covering the whole place. Bumblebee sweets, the Mandara flowers. Those are the fragrant. The fragrance is attracting the bumblebees, and there, the eternal place of Govinda is that Siddhapirha. This is covered by 7 veils. This place is covered by 7 veils. Yes, please.
It is glorified eternally by the Shrutis, the personified Vedas. At that place is a jewel-studded golden pavilion. Within the center of the golden pavilion, the bright and beautiful Yogapita is situated. This octagonal pirha is lustrous and enchanting. A golden throne bedecked with bright jewels is situated there. On the throne is an 8-petaled lotus. The middle of this lotus is the favorite place of Sri Govinda Deva.
Yeah. How many petals is that? The lotus?
8 months.
8 petals. Sri Narottama Das Thakur sings that song, Vrindavana Ramyasthana, Divya Chintamanita. That the whole description is reminding of that song.
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah. By the end of this reading, the 25 minutes that we have spent, we should have this Yoga Pita of Vrindavana in our thoughts. So that's why we want to be here when we are reading, when we are hearing, so it can sink inside instead of some other images and something else. We want this Yoga Pita to occupy our consciousness. Yes, please. Yeah. Go ahead.
The middle of this lotus is the favorite place of Sri Govinda Deva. How can I sufficiently glorify this place? I pray to Govinda, who remains within the center of that lotus, who is always served by the gopis and is very sweet due to his blooming youth. He is the Lord of Vrindavana, Gokulapati, and he expands his opulence unlimitedly. Lord Govinda is young and beautiful, the dearmost associate of the maidens of Raja. The Lord of Vrindavana, Sri Govinda Deva, who is the abode of transcendental love, eternally enjoys with Radharani on the Simhasana. The eight-sided Yogapita is surrounded by natural beauty, and the jeweled Simhasana is situated there is beyond compare. Within the Karnika, the seed pod of the lotus, Sri Krishna performs his Mahalila. What can be said about the Mahalila? Krishna, the eternal master of Vrindavana, assumed his form as a god on that mountain of Mahalila Rasa. The charming third petal of the lotus is the brightest and best amongst all desirable objects.
Thank you, Prabhu. Where is this beautiful explanation given? Padma Purana, Vrindavana Mahatmya. This is all the description of the transcendental Vrindavan. We go to Vrindavan, we just see what we see. Some concrete, some building, not so clean place. But these Mahajanas, when they are doing the parikrama, this is what they see. Yes, please. And somebody else also in the Varaha Tantra can read from here.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hari Hari.
Also in the Varaha Tantra, Prithvi inquires about the real identity of Krishna.
Mataji, I think we need to start one paragraph before. Mataji.
Okay.
He carefully.
Yeah, the Varaha Tantra, it is said that Karnika is the favorite place of Lord Govinda Deva. What can I say of its glories? I offer my obeisances to Govinda Deva, who is very dear to the gopis and who is splendidly beautiful with his youthful age and charming gait. He always increases the love of the gopis, and although he is the Lord of Gokula, he carefully hides his lordly opulences there.
Yeah, Mataji. Govinda is always increasing the love of the gopis. How is he increasing the love of the gopis? The gopis are thinking about all the wonderful qualities of Govinda. All the time they're thinking about the wonderful qualities of Govinda. So Govinda already, he has all those wonderful qualities. If the gopis are not thinking about Govinda, which doesn't happen, then when there is no thought, there is no love. Not thinking about that person. So where would they relish the qualities of that person? So far as also, how much are we thinking about him? Thinking about him with affection. Not thinking about ye kya kiya aapne, huh, Thakurji? Yeah, you have brought this to me, or you have done this to me, or done that to me. all these problems are there. Why did you send these problems to me? We'll be thinking about Govinda, but not so affectionately. Then at least we're thinking of him. That is very wonderful. But for the gopis, they did not see any problems. For them, wanting to serve Krishna was a big thing for them. Problems were small for them. Yeah. But at least the thought should be there. Thought should be on Govinda. Our gaze should be on Govinda. Yes, please. Yes, Mataji.
Yeah. Also in the Varaha Tantra, Prithvi inquires about the real identity of Krishna, who is the cause of all causes, the absolute entity, the everlasting master of Vrindavana, and the source of Nirguna Brahma. He is known as Govinda.
Yeah, Mataji. I also wanted to say here, this is the first step of Bhakti. Bhakti is equal to Sharanagati. Bhakti means relationship, reviving relationship with Govinda. Sharana Agati means Govinda, I am coming to you for shelter. Same thing. And the first thing is look at Govinda first. Think about him first. First step in Bhakti, in Sharanagati. And then the rest of the things will follow one after the other. Yes, Mataji, please continue.
Lord Varaha replied, I offer my obeisances to Govinda, who sits on a golden throne with Radha and is most beautifully bedecked in divine ornaments. He is very soft and is the cynosure of the gopis' eyes as he stands in his threshold bending posture.
Yeah, please see the description. This is Gunavada Sidam of Hari. Hari Gunavada Sidam. Srimad Bhagavatam says this again. All the Shuddha Bhaktas, they say again. He is very soft, Govinda. He is very soft. That's why the lotus feet has that symbol, the lotus flower, right? It's very soft and fragrant and beautiful. These are all the gunas of Govinda. This is Gunavada Sidam. When Lord Krishna entered the arena, the fighting arena, when he came from Vrindavan to Madura, was about to kill Kamsa as he entered the fighting arena. When Lord Krishna made his first appearance there, different people saw Krishna, different kinds of people. Yeah, for Kamsa, Krishna appeared as a thunderbolt. For all the elderly gopis there, Krishna appeared as a cute little boy. And for all the young gopis there, Krishna appears as their most handsome lover and husband. So like that, based on one's mood for that Adhyatmika Vastu, Govinda, he reciprocates accordingly. So for all the soft-hearted Shuddha Bhaktas, he is very soft. And that's why because he's so soft, he likes the softest things, the Navanita, butter. That butter is so soft that it just melts even with the touch. And he's so beautiful. He's so soft. He's so soft. And Harinam is also the same. Hari is in the Harinam. Yes, please. Yes, Mataji, please go ahead.
Within this Yoga Pita, with its golden throne, reside Lord Krishna's divinely dressed beloveds, such as his main Prakritis, headed by Lalita, and his original Prakriti, Sri Radhika. Lalita Devi is in front, Shyamala is positioned in the northwest, Sri Madhumati in the north, Dhanya in the northeast, Krishna's beloved Vishakha in the east, Saibhya in the southeast, Padma in the south, and Bhadra in the southwest. In the corner stands the beautiful Chandravali.
Yeah, Mataji. Unable to go further. This is all Harinam. Krishna Katha is not different from Krishna Nama. When we are able to appreciate the qualities of Hari in the Harinam, Nama, Rupa, Guna. Guna, appreciate the qualities of the Harinam. So whatever is said in this Krishna Katha, how soft the Lord is, how beautiful the Lord is. Yeah, all these gunas of the Lord that is described in Bhagavata Katha, they are all perceived in the Nama. This way, Krishna Katha is not different from Krishna Nama. Krishna Katha is heard. Krishna Nama is perceived. It's the same person, Govinda and Krishna Katha and Krishna Nama. And Krishna Nama is perceived. Same qualities are perceived. Yes, please. Yes, Mataji, please go ahead.
Yeah. In the corner stands the beautiful Chandravali. These 8 main Prakritis are the dearest of Krishna, but Radha is the supreme goddess, the sum Prakriti of Krishna. Chitravesha, Vrinda, Chandra, Madana Sundari, Supriya, Madhumati, Shashirekha, and Haripriya are also there, surrounding the Yoga Pita. Vrindavaneshwari, Radha, is the head of all 16 Prakritis. Lalita is also as dear to Krishna as Radha. In the Gautamiya Tantra, a devotee prays, I offer my prayers to Lord Krishna, who sits on a jeweled simhasana on top of a golden pavilion surrounded by kalpavrikshas, desire trees. Shall I continue, Mataji?
Yeah, we'll pause here. You can please go ahead with this.
Okay. Sri Raghava Pandita said, the whole world becomes mad by the beauty of Govinda Deva. Whoever sees him even once becomes stunned and forgets everything else. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you. Yeah, this we will do later. But yeah. So we have heard about this, right? The Gunavada Sidam of Hari. When would that happen in the Harinam? First step is to hear, the sound, the mind, the heart, and then living. 1, 2, 3, 4 phases in Harinam. So our Srila Prabhupada and Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, they instruct, they guide us to first, as we chant, first is the sound. We have to clearly say what we are saying. Second is the mind. The mind and the sound has to be the same. It means we are present in the moment and we are hearing every syllable of the mantra. And then after the sound and the mind comes the heart. Heart is Gunavada Sidhu, appreciating, feeling the qualities of the Hari in the Harinama. Yeah, it's a big topic. I thought I'll just mention that here. So we'll pause